Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Miss Wanda. Thank you, Marcia. Happy hump day. How's it going? Hi, Sue. How is everybody doing today? This lovely Wednesday. Lovely hump day. Hi, Lori. How are ya? Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Carol. How is everybody doing? Get up to anything fun today on this Wednesday? We're still burning, nothing new here in California. Is it really, Dana? Hi, Dana. Ho, Beth. Ho, Beth. Hi, Beth. Hi, Helen. What kind of heat are you dealing with, Dana, in Oklahoma? Telling you, everybody is getting so crazy heat. It's just nuts. So any hoot. So today we are going to finish up the recipe box and then house cleaning. Just love it. Oh yeah, isn't it just, you just look forward to that. You wake up and you're like, I just want to clean the house today and do laundry. Oh, 100. Wowee, you're like my kind of weather. Hi, Terry. Had an endoscopy today, so oh, wow, Sue. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry. Horrible wet. Yep, Marcia. You guys are still having nasty rain. Hi, Nicole. So today we're going to finish up the recipe box, and then we're going to move on to this thing. Can you see what it is? It's going to be hard for me to get it on camera when I lay it down. But I'm thinking we'll do something fun with this little, it's a hot air balloon, but it's paper mache. So when I lay it down, you guys will know what it is because it's going to be like a big ball in the screen. So hi, Carol. Hi, Gwen. Hot, but storms are a-coming. Oh, man. I got engaged in a hot air balloon. Really? How fun. I remember I was at Davis. So when I was at Davis, I was in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. No, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. So elementary school. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining me. Nice to have you here. So in 1st, 2nd, or 3rd grade, one of those, they actually brought a hot air balloon out to like the big field, and they let us kids get in it, and then it would go up a little ways. So I've never been in a hot air balloon as an adult, but yeah, I was in a hot air balloon in elementary school. So it was pretty cool. I remember it. I just don't remember like what grade I was in. I just know it was what school I was at, and it was either the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd grade. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Okay. So, oh, thank you, Gwen. Yeah, I know it's crazy. All right. So you guys, I know we said no on the polyfill stuff, but look, doesn't it look better? Once I got off and I started messing with it and shaping it better, now doesn't it look, it actually looks like, like it should. And really, what I liked about it is because the underneath is coming through a little bit, it is kind of picking up the shadows, because I was going to go in and do some shadows with like a gray, but it already picks up the bottom paper, so it looked a lot better. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Nina. Oh, nice to have you here. Thank you all for joining me today. Okay, so we pretty much have the box pretty much together. So we have some of that underneath that we're going to glue. I'm going to need to put some more varnish on that. Sorry, I seen the paper was looking funny over here. So anyways, so we started this recipe box. It had these high trees, these horrible like flowers on like two sides, and then like a strange, it was nothing wrong with the background painting that it had up here, but it didn't fit the flowers anyhow. So we did this. This is a ATC MDF from my friend Nicole, the Mixed Palette Shop. This link is in my description. That's a lot of the stuff that you see hanging behind me. When you have one, hi Kathy, yucky bright. Yeah, they were thick too. The flowers that are on here were really thick. Like the paint, I'm not sure what the heck that was, but it was really bad. So, but yeah, so anyways, the ATC is the cup. We painted it, and then we did some transfers on the cup. And then I also poured a couple of cute, like little kitchen-y resin pieces. And so we will finish up the box. We don't have much to do today. I do want to get this down as it sits though, because I like the shape of that. And then I don't know, once we get that on there, we could figure out what to do with the spoon. But let me get that down. So then after that, we are going to, oh, you know what else we need to do? Hi, Annette. How are you? Remember when we were getting off on Monday? I don't even know what day it is. On Monday, we were talking about doing the trim on the top. So I really did like the way that looked. So this is Chris Hunter's collaboration with Would You Been? And then I also did have this one as well. So I don't know if you guys can tell. So this one has a little bit more of the swirls. Can you see that if I put it up closer? So I don't know if you like the left or the right, or maybe we should just go one or two. But I did like having that border around because it gave it something a little bit, you know. And then I was also thinking we might want to do some stencil work on the hi Lynn, some stencil work on the base part of it. But like I said, I want to get that steam down because I don't know who said that it looked like a dragon. It was looking kind of crazy when I first did it on Monday. I don't know. Unroll the left a bit. This one? Okay, let's heat it up. Let me get the steam down. Hi, Papas. What are you looking for, my love? No. Those are molds. Those are Christmas molds, babe. What are you looking for? A pin? It's right here, baby. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm just going to take just regular hobby glue. It's only polyfill. It's you know, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just going to get this down. And I'm not going to put it everywhere because I don't particularly mind if, you know, it could be still a little bit movable. But I do want it under the cup. Did I put it in the middle? Did I miss? Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I really liked how the bottom came through because it really does look like there's shadowing in there because I had out my acrylic pins and I was going to put shadowing in there. It looked like a goat. That's what it was. Yep, that's what it was, a goat. I didn't see it, but as soon as she said that it looked like a goat, it just reminded me of like when you're a little kid or even now, you know, when you look up in the clouds and you're like, oh, doesn't that look like a face or doesn't that look like a whatever? But yeah, because I couldn't see it, but I can't remember who even said it, but they seen a goat. All right, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the heavy body gel in glossy and grab a palette knife. And then I'm going to stick the cup down because I'm done moving this stuff and then we'll move on to the trim. Now I do use the glossy. I've said it many times before. The glossy does dry transparent. The matte does not. So, you know, if you're going to use the heavy body gel, I would recommend the glossy. All right. You still do that? Look up at the clouds. I'm just going to stand up for a minute just to make sure I got it in the middle. All right. And then I'm going to push. And all of that seeping coming out is fine. That's why I like my my little rubber tipped brush here, because I'm going to go through and just swipe that right out. I don't like using my brushes for this because I don't like messing up my brush heads for this. And plus, you know, heavy body gel, you got to make sure you get all of that out of your brushes. Otherwise, it'll, you know, ruin your brush. All right. I don't see any more, so we'll leave that. We'll press that down for just a bit. When it says like the video, what does that mean exactly? That's just the thumbs up. You're talking about the blue thumbs up. Oh, you're talking about me, what I'm writing down there. Yeah, it's just if you thumbs up the video. I was like, what does she mean? Yeah, it's just, let me take that banner off too. It's just putting a thumbs up on the video. All right, let me get this banner off while I am holding this down. All right, so now we know that Would You Band needs, this should be good to go. Yeah, all right, so you guys wanted me to heat up this one. Hi, Lamia, how are you? Nice to see you. All right. Let's heat up this trim a little bit. So this is the collaboration with Chris Hunter. I'm going to back this up a little bit so I can heat this up. Ah, I got the banner off as soon as you said something, Sue. Little before. I'm fairly new to crafting, maybe started around Easter last year, and I just love watching you. So much detail. I'm the same way. Aww. Awesome, Brooke. What kind of crafting do you like to do? Are you like an upcycler? Do you like mixed media? Do you like a little bit of everything? What did you start playing with? Do you like the decoupage? All right, so Would You Band is pressed wood. You just need to heat it up. I'll need to stand up and get my wood glue. And then I can heat up I might as well heat up the other one too while I'm doing this so you guys can see what both of them look like. It's funny because this one is a lot thicker in width, but all the same. So what time is it right now? 1 o'clock. So on the East Coast, it's 4 o'clock. And in the UK, you're at what, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock. How was your all's day? Yes, I reuse things. I love to use napkins and farmhouse. Oh, okay. I started out using napkins when I started decoupaging. Haven't used napkins in quite a while. I still have quite a bit of napkins, but yeah, I haven't used them in quite a while. I just like the napkins are real finicky, in my opinion anyway. So, you know, I could be a little rough sometimes. Okay, so this was the regular trim. This is the collaboration. Let me bring it back down. That is Chris Hunter's trim. So I don't know which one. The top or bottom? My head in the way, that corner. Hey, Trina. 9. Oh, UK. Yeah. So we have the top one, and we're just going to trim out, you know, the top. So We have that one, and then we have this one. And then we'll miter these corners too. Either one. All right, let me stand up and see. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the top one, which is, let's see, it is WBTR729, and then 0.1 is the one that I was telling you guys is a smaller amount. I've never used the rice paper. I hear that it's a bit more sturdy than napkin. Going to give it a try. Where do you get your rice paper? So I actually use Decoupage Queen, and I have a link. I have a link in my description. But yeah, I'm partial to using Decoupage Queen. I love it even before I worked there. So I'm the social media manager for Decoupage Queen, but I used it way before I even worked there. All right, so when you store these, it's always better to store them back in this little, you know, in the coil. Don't store, if you try to store them flat, they will snap. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to miter the corners. So I'm just going to do rough cuts, and then miter the corners. Sprinkled you out to the universe on my personal page. Thank you very much. Yeah, the bottom, if you can see how much thicker, it's really strange. I guess I didn't notice it before, but look at that. Can you tell how much thicker that is? It's, I don't know, different. Hi, Rima. So let's get this one flattened out. And then we'll just cut it the same width and then cut the two sides. I'll stand up and get some wood glue. Yeah, but I think, Brooke, if you try rice paper, you'll fall in love with it just because of it not being, you know, just they're a lot more resilient as far as, you know, what you can do with them, and they don't rip as easy. One good thing about doing napkins is you get so many, right? Because I've ripped quite a few in my all right. So how is everybody's week? You gotten up to anything? Every time I walk outside for just a minute, I just melt. So I don't know. This heat warning that we're having, this has gone on for quite a while. It's kind of, yeah, they don't. They really don't, right, Sue? Sue says they don't shred like wet toilet paper. Very true. So, hi, Kathy. How are you? So for those of you who are wondering, I do stream across a couple of different platforms. I stream on my Terry Lightsey channel. I stream on my Facebook, Terry Crafty Creations, and I also stream on YouTube. So if you see or hear me talking to someone else and don't see the comments, that's why. It's because they're commenting on another platform. So it's not that it's acting up or you're not seeing something. It's just that it's coming across on another platform. No problem, Nicole. All right, so I'm just going to use Type Bond. That's usually what I use when I use the Woodja bin. I am using Chris Hunter's trim, Rima. All right, so now I'm just going to flatten these back out so that they're very flat, because I don't know if you could see, like, these are wavy. So I'm just going to make sure they're all flat, and then I'm going to miter the corners. I just changed my blade on my knife, so I'll use my... Hi, Colleen. I just thought you had invisible friends. You thought I was just talking to people? No, that's why. I'm actually not talking to myself for once. Well, I guess I am, but no. Yeah, we have YouTube imaginary friends. Yep. Imaginary friends. Okay, so these are good enough. All right, so what I'm going to do when I miter the corners is the same thing as when I'm using clay. I take one and I overlap them. You guys can see that. Overlap it right at the corner. And then I'm going to come in where this corner is. And I'm going to cut at an angle. Do you have to do it this way? Absolutely not. To each his own. If you want to, butt them up, you could do that too. I just like the look of it when they're mitered. All right, so then we have this one. That's like that. And I'll take this, turn it. Teriyaki? What the heck? Beth? What did I miss? That you're saying teriyaki. All right, so then same thing up here. I'm going to put one on top of the other. And I'm actually, because this is so thin, it's cooling down. Yeah, it does. It looks like a wasabi. It looks like a frame, right? Because you have the option of doing this look. I personally don't like that look. Again, it's personal preference, but I don't like doing it that way. I don't like that, the way it looks. All right, so now again, I want to make sure to hold this where it belongs, and I'm going to come in at that corner. It's hard to see when you're sitting down. All right, and then I'm going to lift, and then I'm going to take this off, and then we have that, and then we have one more side. All right, then we'll come through, and we'll put this one on the top. On the top of both of them. Make sure we're good over there. And then I'm going to heat it up again. And just heating it up makes it easier for me to cut through, so I'm not like digging into the box. Sweet and sour, but Terry's not sour, only when internet messes with her. That's so true. Love the corners. They're looking great. I'm learning a lot. Oh, yay, I'm glad. All right, so now we will, again, come right up here and push down, and I'm not going to move this. And then I am going to do this side. All right, now pick up and snap that off. Snap that off. And then we should be, oh, we didn't snap this off. I was like, wow, something doesn't look right. All right, and then we should be good to go. And all right. All right, now let's glue this down. Okay. Get these wood pieces out the way. Clean this up a little bit. I'm going to throw these in the box. All the other wood bin. All right, so now let's turn this back. And I thought Beth Connor meant Terry Yaks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I am going to I'm going to just get my silicone stick. I don't like putting the glue on my fingers just because everything then becomes sticky. But it's, you know, it's just better if you use your fingers. If I could get up and go to my sink, I would use my fingers. But being the fact that I'm going to be sitting here, I'm just going to use my silicone stick. And then let's move these out of the way because we already know this fits. I'll push this down. I'm going to get my little pointer again. Now this one also does dry transparent as well, but I'm not one to just let the seeping glue just stay there. I need to get it up. All right, now with Woodgie Bin, it is recommended that you do heat it back up to make it adhere to where you're gluing it to. Thank you guys. All right. And if you notice, I did put a shorter screw on the knob so it's not flopping around. All right, I got that side on. Now let's grab this side and get that off. And again, I'm going to, actually, let's heat it up just a little bit. Hi, Pops. You want your pudding? For those of you who are new, I have my sidekick, Troy, who is my son. So if you hear him, he gives me a pudding and takes off. That's normal. Spread the surface to stick better. Spread the surface to stick better. All right, so now let's... I know you were going to notice, Sue. I'm sure you probably looked at the handle right away to see if it was flopping around. So on Monday, when I first put that knob in here, because I changed the hardware right there, it had like an older, I don't know, just an old knob. I used the factory screw that knob came with because it's just a drawer pull knob. And it was way too long, and I was too lazy to get the right screw. So, yeah. So I had earrings on that day that was slapping me in the face, and Sue was telling me to slap myself in the face for not fixing the knob. This is such a cute box, and thank you for the tip on how to miter corners. Of course, of course. Kathy says hi, Troy. Sue says hi. Your friends are saying hi. Oh, there we go. You gotta always wait for the look and the smile. All right. So these are down. Get those corners pushed down. We want to make sure it doesn't overhang on the inside because then that'll look funny. Funny, honey. We might have to glue that because although I like that it's kind of free, if that catches on something, it's going to come out. And that might not make somebody happy. All right. So now let's heat this up. Troy. Trina says hi. Where's your glasses, my love? Okay, just make sure they're not on the floor because Onyx will eat it. She eats everything. So Onyx's new thing is following Troy because Troy will put down his food or he'll leave his food and she will try to nab it. Or she doesn't try. She nabs it. And then I have to chase her down because now she runs and hides. Tries to anyways. I'm like, yep. Isn't she done being a puppy stage yet? All right, this one got a little bit out of control with the glue. Let's wipe some of that off. All right, I'm not too worried about the glue on the top right here. I mean, I can get it off, but it's going to dry. Hello. It's going to dry, and we got to paint it anyway, so. All right. What kind of phone does Troy have? He has a Samsung Galaxy S10. Man, I'm real shiny. Samsung Galaxy S10. And I see that that's not close, so let's butt that up. And then when you're doing this, just make sure when you're, you got the heat on it because you're heating up the glue too, so it wants to lift on the corners. Just make sure you get it pushed down. See, I said I didn't want glue on my fingers, and I'm wiping it off with my fingers anyways. But, that's part of crafting, right? If your hands aren't messy and you're not messy, what are you doing? All right. And then you guys know that I like to fill those little gaps that happen with my texture paste, and I can show you all that again in a minute because that's not a bad gap, but it'll drive me nuts, so I'll fill that in just a minute. And that is the one thing about wood bin, right? Because as soon as it starts to cool off, it will break. It will be, you don't want to try to force it to flatten or anything like that. You want to make sure that you've heated it up. That you heat it up. All right, this is too close right here, so I'm actually going to heat this one up and push it this way a little bit. There we go. All right, there we go. And that's another thing too, if you do need to take it off a little bit, or move it around, again, just heat it back up and it'll move around for you. I see your glasses, Papas. I was just looking for them. Make sure they don't fall on the ground, my love. Yeah, put them there. As you know, our little chewy friend over here. All right, so let's get this piece on. And then we can paint this puppy. Set down all the way. I came on late. Where did you get the cup from? The cup is from the Mixed Palette. It's ATC MDFs. So I do have the website in my description. But also Sue popped it in the comments. She'll probably pop it up again because that's how awesome she is. She does that because she loves me. Well, she loves me most days. All right, let's get off. So now this silicone stir stick, what I also use for my resin, right? You just wipe it right off and then it's good to go again. And then, so these butted up pretty nice, but that right there, it's not a big deal, but we'll still cover, push it closed a little bit. All right, so I am going to take this is what I love to fill my clay, any gaps that I have in the clay. It's the Ranger texture paste. Hi, Joyce. How are you? So this, I love the fluffy texture of this. This is, I only use this to fill in the gaps of like clay and like these kind of things. It reminds me of just like, what you would use to fill holes in your walls from pictures or something like that. But you can literally push it down in there. the gap will be gone and it'll be good to go. And there we go. Now when we paint it, there won't be a hole. What's happening right here? Oh, because of that being the swirl, it's higher. All right, well, let's chop it down a little bit. It is wood, so don't be afraid. You can sand it if you need to. It's just because it got on that, because I cut it right at that swirl, it's just looked a little strange. All right, so now we have that on there. So now let's paint this. Do we want to paint it the same color as the box? Or do you guys think we should paint it a cream color and then hit it with wax on the top to bring up all the beautiful swirls? Thank you, Sue. See, I told you. Because we can paint it, since this is cream, we could paint it a cream color. And then, you know, do I like the ivory? I don't think I like the ivory. Not for this. No. 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 Let's do the cream white. And then we will do some umbra in there. We'll do some wax and some umbra tea with cream. Cream and other wax. Cream with wax. See? You guys know. This is so yellow. But it doesn't look yellow on camera. But trust me, it's really yellow. Okay. So, okay, we got too much visual stimulation. You guys know I can't deal. Let's put some of this stuff away. All right, so now tight bond is done. We'll put you over here. All right, you're done. Now we're good to go. Okay, so now let's get this out. And I am actually going to use an angled brush because, you know, I do have to be careful. Kind of careful. And it's wood, so we don't need to prime it. Wood. I don't like that either. Hold up. All right, that's too white, and the other one's got a little bit too much yellow, so, wow, that was a messy pour, Terry. Might be a good idea to contact Nicole at the Mix Palette and get some of her MDF shapes in. Which ones? I can contact her, but which ones are you talking about? Is there some, because if you guys see something that's out of stock, it's not really out of stock because she cuts them to order. So if you are having problems ordering something, or you know what I mean, or it's not letting you, just message me and she'll fix it immediately. It's just sometimes, like, she'll put the quantity out there just, you know, to put it, and sometimes it'll hit 0 and she'll forget to redo it. But yeah, there's nothing out of stock because she cuts it to order. But she's got amazing stuff. She cut me, hi Jessie, good morning. She cut me a telephone booth, like the old school telephone booths. The red telephone booths like you would see. I always think of like London, you know, the red telephone booths that, not that I've ever been to London, but like that's what I think of. So I have that to do with you guys at some point, you know, add to the list of all the things. But yeah, it's so cool. That'll be fun to do. Hi, Jamie. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know why that reminded me when Jamie came in, but so the more and more I thought about it, you all, I'm gonna change Friday back to my time, the time that 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. It just works better for me, and like I said before, I really felt like I couldn't do anything with my day because it was kind of strange. Like I was waiting to do a live and didn't really want to start anything on my desk because I didn't want to mess up my desk. And so anyways, we're going to go back starting this Friday. We're going to go back to the regular times, the same time that I'm on Monday and Wednesday. And then maybe for those of you that watch and say that it's a little harder because you're working and later times are better, I'll start sprinkling in a Sunday every now and again. So that way, it'll be on a weekend and then maybe those who care to catch me live, who can't during the week because of work, maybe that'll work out a little bit. Terry was telling Colleen to get some in. Oh, okay. Is the Ranger texture paste metallic? No. No. Opaque matte. I have the code for that for this. I have to. I'll have to grab it. Either remind me or I will put it in the description. But yeah, that is I've been using that for years. That is my very, very favorite I mostly use it with clay. Because, when clay dries, it shrinks. Hi, Angel. How are you? Hi, Teresa. When clay dries, it shrinks. So I love using it to fill in those, either cracks or where you see it's joined to fill it in. And it's a texture paste, so you can use it through stencils or whatever, but that's all I've ever used it for, is just that. So, all right. Just got this one side, and then we'll get the Umbra and put the Umbra in here. Ranger, yes, that means I have to set my alarm. I don't work. It's Saturday here. For when, Jesse? For when are you talking about? Set your alarm for what day? Whenever I do a Sunday, you mean? No, aren't you a day ahead? Huh? I'm confused. I don't know, you guys. I blab so much, I forget what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I think actually this Sunday, Robin from Robin's Songs, we are going to do a live together. Ever since Teresa Renee did her little book nook, I've been wanting to do a book nook, and then I asked Robin if she wanted to do a book nook. So we're gonna attempt to do a book nook. She's gonna do one. She picked one, and I picked one. So we're gonna attempt to do a book nook. Of course, we're not gonna be able to finish it with you. So, or because I don't know. Teresa said it took her quite a few hours to do hers, which was amazing. But I thought, you know, it would just be fun to kind of, one, try something new that I've never done, which you guys know how that went when I did that, the mesh stencil. That was crazy. So to try something new, and then it'll be fun to chit chat with Ronnie and Robin. Are you okay, baby boy? What did you drop? But yeah, they're definitely. Oh, my Friday live. Oh, okay. You need more. Yeah, we will definitely not be able to finish it for sure. We already talked about it, you know, but it'll just kind of be more. I think it'll be more funny to see us trying to figure this out on a live. I think that's going to be kind of funny because it's not like I've never done a book nook before. Teresa, it took Teresa 8 hours, she said. Oh, Lord. Can you imagine? You're going to be on live with us for 8 hours. But yeah, so, but I thought it would be fun. And then, oddly enough, see, you guys are getting inside info here. When we were picking our book nooks, I didn't realize, I don't think I told you, Teresa. I guess I picked out the same one that you had just done. Yeah, it would, right, Kathy? That's a good idea. That would be a really cute gift. I may need tranquilizers. But so I ended up picking the same one, I guess, that Teresa had already done. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cheating because number one, like, that's not very cool because Teresa just did that. And, you know, she did amazing at it. So I'm not going to try to follow that. So I actually bought another one. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give away the one that I first bought, so the one that's like Teresa. So we'll do a giveaway. So we'll give away that book nook. But maybe you could do a couple of segments. Yeah, Kathy, that's what we were thinking. We'll see how it goes, because if it's really chaotic and neither one of us know what we're doing, we might have to not torture you all and like figure it out. But yeah, we said that maybe we'll have to have I have my next one. Really? You do already, Teresa? I have to see. I don't know what the name of mine is. I see them over there. So, yeah. Sure. I wonder, are you busy, Teresa, on Sunday at 6 Eastern? I think that's what time she said. Thank you, Teresa Cherry. I think Robin said Sunday at 6 Eastern Standard Time. So it would be 3 p.m. my time. Why don't you come? Well, you can join us, but just don't put us to shame. Teresa will be all pro and get hers all whipped together in no time. And me and Robin are still going to be putting together the first piece. Why don't you join us, Teresa? That would be fun. Oh, are you? Oh my gosh. You should join us. That would be hilarious. Oh, and then maybe I will do the one that you already did, so then you could give me tips, and then I could just look really smart. Then I could just look good. That would be fun. Wouldn't you guys like that if it was Robin, Teresa, and me? All, like I said, though, Teresa will put us to shame, but it'll be fun still. So Sunday. Hi, Miss Edie. So Sunday. So yeah, so if you guys don't know what a book nook is, go look at Teresa Renee Art. She has her book nook on there. It's freaking so amazing. So I'm gonna take the Umbra, and this is the antique paste, and I'm going to, so we're gonna mimic the paper, right? The rice paper that we use. We're gonna mimic that, and we're going to come in and give this some dimension. So go on to Teresa Renee Art. She actually does lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, check out her book nook. If you're not sure what we're talking about, check it out. That's what Robin and I are going to attempt to do. We're going to attempt to do it starting Sunday. And then we'll figure out, this towel's a little too hard. We'll figure out our schedules and see if maybe we do it, you know, during the weekday as well, or if we do it on the Sunday after or something. But yeah, we'll talk about it on the live and figure out how it's gonna all work. But it's gonna be fun for sure. And I will put that event up, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. So you'll see it, but yeah. Thank you. So Sue just put up the link for Teresa's channel, Facebook page, Teresa Renee Art. You guys go over and check her out. Yeah, she also does her lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, it'll be fun. I can't remember which one I picked, but I know Robin and Ronnie picked one that has like music, something to do with music, because I remember seeing like a guitar or there's something in there that it's music. And I feel like, I don't know, I looked at so many to try to choose. I feel like mine might be a little bit like chemistry type, like bottles and, you know, like Harry Potter-esque, I think. I can't remember. It's been a while now since we've gotten it, but we just had so much going on that our schedules weren't really, you know, connecting. So I can't remember which one I actually chose, but yeah. Oh, so yeah, you seen that one, Teresa? Yeah. I just remember, I thought, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh yeah, of course, music, you know, because I know Ronnie helped her pick which one. All right, so we're just going through and giving some dimension with some of the antiquing paste. And then I'm going to go ahead and get out one of our wax pastes, probably our gold, more than likely. And then we'll hit the tops to really bring this to life. Oh my gosh, Sue, you're awesome. Is that the book nook photo of Teresa's? Did you actually find it? I think that's what Sue's posting, so you guys can see what I'm talking about that Teresa did. Has lights. It's awesome. All right. I like that. Can you guys see how now it's looking good with the paper, right? It's not like this just stark white hanging. It looks like it was supposed to be there. Oh my, book nook. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, so now let's grab us a wax. I wonder if we want to do a gold or if we should do like a chameleon gold so that it just puts a shine on there but doesn't really. All right. So let's try the chameleon gold first and see if that gives us the oomph that I want, or if we've got, ooh, contaminated. But can't tell I used a green wax with this, can ya? Oh, it's inside too. All right, so I'm just going to take a soft, fluffy brush. And I'm going to, and I've told you guys this before, the further down that you choke up on your brush, the more pressure that you put. So if you hold the brush up higher, it's less pressure, okay? So if you're wanting to just kind of go over the tops, ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I think we're going to just use, oh, I like this. I think we're just going to use the white gold, which is the Chameleon wax paste. A link to some of the bits and pieces. All right. Can you guys see? Let me bring you in a little closer. And let's go right here where I haven't done anything yet. Right here. And so I'm not choked up on the brush at all. I'm just using like a flicking motion. I'm holding it very high. Can you guys see that? So pretty. Yes, exactly. Oh, wow. Dang, Sue. You found the reel too? Okay. And you could do this. You could use your finger with the wax as well. You know, you don't have to use a brush. I just like the brush because I don't want to get down in there. I just want to touch the tops. I mean, if it gets down like where it did right here, that's fine too. Kind of do a little bit of the inside ridge. Hi, Liz. How are you? You're not late. Thank you for being here. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, Onyx. I'm sorry, Mama. You could stay there. Okay. So let's do right here. So we're just using the Chameleon white gold. Just touching the tops. Okay. And I'll move you guys back out in just a minute as soon as I'm done with this. Thank you, Miss Edie. All right. I'm going to get right down here at the corner. And then finish this side out. Okay, let me move you back a little bit. Let's just finish it right here. Because I don't know why I started in the middle. All right. I'm just going to go get the edges here a little bit. Might as well do it right here while I'm here. Here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm well. Thank you for asking. You decided not to use. No, I am. I'm gonna put the spoon on. I don't know if you remember when I first pulled this out on Monday. It was looking a little suspect how I had it like shaped. So I finally had it shaped where it looked like it was supposed to be like foam or steam. So I glued it down right when we started today. So I was like, okay, we can't have any more funny faces looking in there or anything like that. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the spoon now. So did I freeze or did my computer freeze? Okay, I didn't freeze. So do we want to just put it? I think that looks cute just like that. So what we had talked about was putting it here, or then somebody said to just like lay it on the side to not really put it on the cup. But they're so cute, son. So, hi, Ari. How are you? No. What does no mean? No. No, not here, or no, not here. Thank you, Ari. Yes, cute at the top. Okay, so we'll put it right here. And then, you guys, I started looking through it today, but I didn't have time. I'm gonna no. Son, leave the onyx alone. You're gonna knock down the box light, babe. See these little there's little fruits. I have little fruits. I know that I had. There's a little like whipped cream. So I have to find the other one that's small, but oh, that might actually not look so, but that's a little whipped cream. And what those are, if you go over to the mixed palette, she has shakers. And so then she also gives you the option to buy all these little, you know, all the things that you can use inside. Oh, no, I wasn't frozen. All the things you can use inside the shakers. So I have like, oh, that's not the candy. Where's the candy? Sunflowers, cocoa. I know I have a hot cocoa. Here it is, hot cocoa. Oh, this one has more of Christmas stuff for the inside. But I know I have something that has like strawberry. See, like this is candy. You guys can see the candy in there. So I want to put something cute inside of the spoon. This was just one of the, it's one of the whipped cream from one of these things. So I'll find something cute to put in there. All right, so let's put this spoon up in there. And I will probably need a little bit of, I'll need a little bit of hot glue for the instant stick, and then, thank you, Sue. And then, yeah, she makes the cutest, she puts together the cutest stuff for the shakers. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm just putting the heavy body gel on the spoon. And then I'm going to do a little bit of hot glue just to get the instant, you know, the instant stick. But she's got a bunch of cute ones for like Christmas and Halloween. And all right, let's get this down right here. I know I seen glue coming out somewhere, right? Yeah, right here. What, Papas? What, Papas? So I thought, like I said, I thought the whipped cream was cute, but do you guys think it's too big? Do you think that whipped cream is too big? Okay, so then I was also, what, baby? I'm also wondering, I don't know, son. Paper towel? There you go. Oh, you want to clean your phone? Okay. I'm also wondering if we shouldn't maybe do a little bit of stenciling. Maybe too big? No, too big? Okay. I'll find something cute because, like I said, there's a lot of cute shakers, and like I can pick through them. I can't do it, babe. So I'm wondering if, because we do have now, right? We do have. Okay, since you came closer to me, I'll do it. We have a clean my phone break, Mom. See. Again, if you're new, my son, Troy, he is not verbal, but he is so very verbal. He gets his point across. Okay, so we have the recipes. Does that throw you guys off if that's open? We have the recipes little thing that we're going to put there. And then we have the cutting board as well. I'm almost thinking, though, that something needs to be behind in the background. It's very plain to me. And I know I can do some shadowing around the resin pieces, but it's still very plain, and you guys know how I am about stuff like that. So I'm going to push that up just so the top will close. So I'm thinking we can do some, it doesn't have to be, we can do some light stencil work in the background. It doesn't have to be real prominent, but we could do a little bit in the background. You guys know I really like this one. So this one is a Decoupage Queen Hobbylicious Damask Tiles. But I'm thinking that we should do, yeah, it does. It looks very naked. Looks very naked. So if we did, like something like this, right? So we have this in the background. And again, it doesn't have to be a prominent stencil. But see, just even having that, you see the difference? Just having something in the background as opposed to it just being on this very, naked background, something looks off, right? It looks like we're just literally doing what we're doing, just sticking molds to the box. Something has to be there. All right, so, oh, you're working out, are you? You taking your heart rate? You counting your steps? I see that. So let's take this. And then I am going to, I don't know, we actually could even use the Umbra and just do a little bit of the Umbra stencil through it. What do you guys think? Have you got any stickers you could use or rub-ons? Yes, looks lacy. Yes, tinsel it. Stencil it. Have I got any stickers you could use or rub-ons? I do. But again, it's going to look like I'm putting stickers, just like stickers in the background. It's going to look off. There needs to be something all over it. You're going to smack me? All right, so let's take this Umbra again. And again, I'm not trying to get like, perfect. I'm not going to even, get it all. I'm just going to take it and just, where's my Umbra? I like your idea. You put your big earrings on. Yeah, so I can't go like that and slap myself in the face. I know you like my earrings to slap myself. Should I go like this? Because this is a side. But then I would want this on that side too. Oh, sugar. All right, just do what you need to do. Go in the middle. Okay. All right, let's do this. Again, we're not trying to go for a perfect background. I'm not sure, Troy, what are you trying to do, love? I know you're getting angry at me, but what are you trying to do? You got disconnected. All right, so now we're just going to, I'm actually going to stand up. That's the hole in the bag. Okay. I'm not going to go crooked. And we're just going to do a little bit of, and we'll see if we even like it like this. Because again, we can play and do a little bit more. We can use, we wanted to do like a prominent stencil, we can use texture paste or fiber paste. But something needs to be there in the background. Hi, Kimberly. And Troy, of course. Yes, he is here. He's got, it's so cute. He has his headphones on, like proper like headphones, like DJ. Fill that brush. Well, I don't know if I'm going to want the Umbra or if I'm going to want like, see what I mean? Like, I don't want like a lot. You guys see what I'm saying? So now look, without me finishing. See, just by having something in the background, it doesn't look like we've just got stencils just sitting there. Okay, Marcia. She doesn't want to. Gosh, it's kind of late for her, no? Yeah, Troy does that to me every night practically. He doesn't think any time is a good time for sleeping. If Troy could go all night long, he would. All right, where am I? I'm right there. All right, now let's take, like that look. Yeah, see it again, just a little something. And then it follows our aging and, you know, and what we're doing, but it gives it a little bit of something. So it's not sitting out there. What the heck am I doing? This. All right. Let's move that over a little bit and get this side. There we go. All right. Might want to make that darker. Troy wants to look like me on my live. Oh my gosh, Kathy. It's I'm going to make this one a little bit darker. He looks so stinking cute right now with them on. He usually likes just like the earbuds that I wear. He usually just has those. So when I looked over and seen him he's sitting right here, messing with Onyx on my carpet, of course. And he's got it on his head. All right, I'm gonna pick up a little bit where I didn't tap the brush. There we go. That looks better. All right, so now, and I will do that all the way around, but I want to show you. All right, this is throwing me off. I got to close you up. And then we'll put that one here. What, Bubba's? And that one there. All right. Now, what do you guys think with that in the background? What, baby? Oh, you want my holder, my phone holder? Here you go. Now, should we put those on, and then I will stencil around the rest on the sides really quickly. We should be able to get this all done in one shot because it's this same width. Much better. Yeah, see it now you take it from it looks like, you know, Troy stuck my molds on for me. To maybe now like, oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Now that looks like it's a little better. What, baby? Oh, I see what you did. You can leave it there. It's fine. You could leave it right there. Yeah. All right. And then for these little spots that it's picked up, I'm not even worried about it. I'm just going to kind of, if it drags it, it's okay. Because, you know, the whole point of the box, right, is it's a little vintagey looking with what we have. So that's the side. And then let's get to this side. And here I thought we were going to do the hot air balloon. I don't know. I'm telling you, my timing, getting slower. Let me wipe off the back of this a little bit. Getting slower. Slower and slower and slower. Gone be the days where I could do things in an hour. And then what I will do is actually use, do you guys remember that spray varnish that I showed you whenever I use the chrome powders? I will spray on a little bit of that because we don't want the antique paste to move. Not that it will once it dries, but you know. Yep, exactly. I'm heavy-handed when I first go in there with it. There we go. And I'm actually going to do the same thing where I'm just going to okay. I mean, even that looks good with even out the without the little molds, you know, because it just gave it. I think it finished it a lot better than it just being plain. So we have to work around those hinges. Are you gonna flip up? Should I just lift you? Might as well. All right. Distress it. Yes, ma'am. Gives it a distressed look. Let's push down a little harder up there. And if you wanted to, you could use, you know, fiber paste or modeling paste. You could put that through the stencil and that would be really pretty too. I just didn't want that stark white. Not today. Usually I do. Then don't fall a towel. I need you still for a little bit. Let's put that guy back there. Do a little bit of the sides. Hey, Terry Lightsy, did that person that won the Powerball share? No. You see, you guys, right when we're talking about having our own craft island and our own jets and stuff, can you believe that somebody won that $1 billion in California? I'm telling you. Snooze, you lose. I snoozed and I lost. I would use paste and put some mica color in it. Yep, that would be really pretty. That would be really pretty. I bought some chrome rub-on powder. You made it look so easy to use. I don't think I got it quite right. Remember I was talking about the transparent wax. So if you use too much of it, it's not going to work right, Sue. So play with the wax. I did my first stencil project the other day and I had to wipe it off so many times and start over. Yeah. You know, until you get the hang of stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, $1 billion. $1 billion. And from what I understand, it was one winner. One winner. So, man, I seen that and I was like, of course it would be in California. Of course, because we were just talking about that. We were just talking about that. Well, we need to find out who it was. Tell them to share the wealth. I know, right? I'm your long lost sister. Don't you remember me? Don't you remember? Okay, guys. Now, honestly, since we have done that, do you guys honestly think that we should put these molds on here? Or should we just put the recipe on here? Bring that a little bit. Well, the holes were way up there, but I don't think it needs to be that high. Maybe like right here. That is so pretty. Thank you. Okay, so now maybe ink the edges of those molds. Well, what I was thinking is I would around it once I put them down. But yeah, we can try doing it on here and see. But I was going to shadow around them when we got them down. I'm late. What stencil were you using? I am using the A4 Decoupage Queen. It's the Hobbylicious Damask tiles. So this one is actually the DQ-ST0003. I'm sure you can really see that way down there, right? Because I wouldn't be able to. Put the molds on. Okay. All right. So let's put the molds on. But once I do put the molds on, we have to do some shading around it because, again, it doesn't. I like it with just the recipes. You're welcome, Robbie. Hello, by the way. Please share the link for the cutouts again. I'd love to get a couple sets to make my daughter a recipe box for Christmas gifts. Oh, you mean not the cutouts. You mean the molds? Oh, they are molds. Yes, they're molds. They're the resin. Did I put them away? I might have put them away. They're the Stamperia molds. Did I put them away? Wow, I did good. Okay, I just like the recipes. So Beth just likes it with the recipes. Do you guys? I know this is funky when it opens. So we have. I'll post for the. Okay, thank you. The molds are available at another shop. Or we could. What do you think about if we did the recipes there and then maybe on the side do one? Like on the side do the pot and then on the other side do the cutting board? The molds make it too fussy. Just looks like more vintage with just recipe. Yes, it does, right? Just the word recipes. Okay. Not mounds. Dang, autocorrect. Mounds. Delane. Oh, we know all about that here. All right, so let's put the recipes right here. Molds on the side. I like the molds on the side. Yeah, see? Okay. Hi, Pamela. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to, for the long term, we want to use the heavy body gel. But because I need to fuss with this a little bit and put some shading around it, I am going to not use my heat gun. I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. And I'm talking just a tiny bit, just for it to stick right now. Oh, okay. I thought I never know. Because I feel like, you know, Facebook isn't normally nice to me, and it picks and chooses who it lets me see to say hi to. Which drives me bananas. All right. So we got the recipes on. Remember, at the very beginning when we did this, I took the Dremel and I leveled it out in the back, and I also sanded it up. So, all right, now let's put you here. So again, this one says the secret ingredient is always love. Thank you, Sue. Sue put the link into these molds. Again, we are going to, for the longevity and for it to hold there forever and ever, unless we pry it off, we're going to put the heavy body, but just so I can shade around it, I need it to stick now. So I'm doing the hot glue. Right? Take my silicone brush and get off some of that. Again, if you guys don't sand behind your molds, I highly, highly, highly suggest it because it does make a huge difference. I think that one should be cockeyed, don't you guys think? Straight on or a little cockeyed? And I want you guys to spell cockeyed. I want you guys to spell cockeyed. If it should be straight on or cockeyed. Cockeyed. What do you sand your molds with? I use my Dremel. I use my Dremel. Brenda, cockeyed. Cockeyed. I love it. Can you imagine if somebody came in right now? Like, what on earth is happening here? All right, so I'll show you my Dremel in just a second. I'm a lefty. I always turn that way, so I'll make sure I'll turn it this way. And it doesn't have to be very cockeyed, just a little cockeyed. I love all the cockeyed comments. All right. So now we cannot just leave it like this, y'all. It's a hollow brow, y'all. We got to do some shading. You know. So I use my tangled up Dremel. So this is the actual Dremel, right? This is the Dremel. I just put a connector on it so I have the wand and I don't have to hold this big boy like this. I put the connector on it. So this is the Dremel. This is what I use to sand the back of my molds, polish things, cut screws that are too long so Sue doesn't yell at me. Okay, so now I'm going to take a smaller, ew, not that one. Where'd that come from? A thinner stipple brush. And sorry, have to go to work. Okay, Jessie, I hope you have an amazing day. Hi, Kathy. Surprised it wasn't removed. Oh, all the cockeyed comments? All right. So we're just going to go around here. I'm actually going to pinch this. Just to give it a little bit so it's not just sitting there all by its. This brush is not my friend. All right. I stole Troy's little Crayola brush. Look. Can you put a link into the Dremel? Yes, I can do that. I will find the one that I have. I like the wand attachment just because holding that Dremel is thick. I know, right? So I like actually the attachment because it's a little thinner. All right, so now we're just going to push up against the mold. We're even going to get it a little bit on the mold. That's fine too. Brenda, I'll send you the link to the Dremel, but I would look around to, you know, like at your Home Depot and Lowe's, or, you know, whatever you have around you, to look for prices. I don't think it's on my Amazon because I don't, yeah, that's a pretty, I think I actually got my Dremel on, well, I got a lot of the attachments and the bits on Amazon. I think I got the wand part, but the physical Dremel itself, I think I might have gotten it from Home Depot. It's on, I know it's on Amazon, but I would shop around for the pricing of it. Do you guys see the shading? So we have this where it's just sitting there, you know, out there by its lonesome. And then, you know, yeah, I don't think I put it on there. I don't think I've had anybody ask me for the Dremel yet. That's why, Sue. So I'll add it. And then stick it out there. Because I think most are scared of that kind of stuff. They don't want to mess with that kind of stuff. All right. Again, if it gets onto the actual mold itself, that's actually a good thing. All right. It does, right? And then I'm just going to, it just helps it so it, you know, gives it some depth. All right, so now I think we are done with the box. Good grief. Look at what time it is, too. 2:33. I'm scared, but you know what, though? Honestly, it's not bad. It's got a speed control. So, actually, you know, so you know what I mean? So that's the lowest. So it's very, like I said, and you could do so much with it. You can, you know, wood, anything, glass, you can use it on so many things. Aww, thank you. Alrighty, you guys. So this is too much stimulation again. So this is what we have. As usual, the bottom and the inside, I will finish off the live, but I think it turned out so cute. So, thank you. Which did you use for shading? For the shading, I used the Antique Paste Umbra. It's the Pentart Antique Paste in the color Umbra. I think it's supposed to be umber, you know, the umber color, but Umbra. It says Umbra. So, but I really love the chameleon, the gold, the white gold on that. I love that on this piece here. It just looks so pretty. And see, we eventually, it took us a while, but it took me a while to get the shape, but at least now it actually looks like some steam. Thank you so much. Could leave it out on the counter. I know, right? And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure, well, I know it was a recipe box because it had this, you know, on the front. That's what was originally on the front where we put the recipe sign. So I'm pretty sure it was either like an index card box or, you know, notes or something, but it would be perfect for recipes. That's what we were talking about one day, and then, you know, so I brought it out. But when we come back on Friday, do you seal the project? Yes, I will. So what I am going to do is, I might spray it with the varnish mist. I don't know, because this is a semi-gloss. I probably will I'll either use the varnish mist, or I'm going to use the matte varnish. But I will seal it. I seal all of my projects. I've talked about this a couple of times in the past. I don't usually do it on screen, but I seal them all. It's very, to me, it's necessary and very highly recommended. I mean, it just protects your project, and you have, you know, longer longevity of, you know, of what you put on it and everything else. So thank you, everybody, for all of you who have done all the things, liked and shared. Hello, Leona. Did I say hi to you? I don't think I did. I'm so sorry. So on, what did I do with myself? So on Friday, regular time, so I'm going to be here at 1 p.m. Eastern, Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, so it's all going to go back to normal, and then we will do the wheel. You have a blessed evening too, Miss Edie. Miss Edie, how are you doing, by the way? Are you back 100%? Or close to? I hope your pain is out of there. Everybody who has liked and shared, I thank you very, very much for putting a little note, letting me know that you've done so. If you're watching the replay, please put a little note, because the little man that's supposed to show up every time you do the like and shared, it doesn't. And I want to make sure your name is on the wheel, so that way we can pick a lucky winner on Friday for some Happy Mail. Thank you, Miss Edie. So yes, thank you all for being here. So we will actually start this. We will start this on Friday. And then, like I said, I will put up the event for Robin and I on Sunday, because that'll be fun. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you on Friday.